Hi, it's Jess here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. So today it is the Project Share blog hop. And so this is the blog hop that I do on the first Saturday of every month with my friends and teammates, Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting, Verity from Inky Butterfly, and Heather from Stamp with Nelly. And we are doing our retiring favourites. So I have too many retiring favourites, so I just had to sort of pick one. So I've gone for this very beautiful DSP. Now, at the time of filming this, it's still on clearance. I think it's half price, so it's a bargain. And you've got these three colours. You can see I haven't got much of it left. Blushing Bride, Sahara Sand, and Rococo Rose, which was an in colour that's now retired. And you get the foil sheets to go with them. So they are a bargain, worth getting. Make some stunning projects. I've made quite a few, and I'm making one today. So I shared this a couple of weeks ago, or about a month ago actually, on my blog, and I used the last of my Rococo Rose to make this box, and I said I'd bring a video, and here it is. So I'm doing this one with the Blushing Bride. So I've got it all prepped apart from die cutting. So I'm using the lovely Blushing Bride ribbon, and I really haven't used much of this, so yeah, but I use them up on other things, so I will get through it. I've got little scraps there for the die cutting on the top, so we use the largest. These are retiring, thank goodness. The largest stitched So Softly rectangle, and then number 3 if you count from the outside. So that's the decoration on the top there, and I've used this die as the measurement for the box, and I'm going centimeters. I know, what am I like? I'm actually going centimeters. It did actually make my head hurt a little bit, but it was because of the size of this die, just worked better. So the base of the box is 19 centimeters by 16 centimeters, but I took like 2 millimeters off each so that it would fit with the lid, and the lid measures 13 centimeters by 16 centimeters. Okay, and because it's centimeters, I'm going to do the scoring using my scoreboard, not my scoreboard, my trimmer, because the scoreboard's in inches, and just flattening the edges down there. Yes, my scoreboard's in inches, so I couldn't do it, so I thought, oh well, I can use my trimmer, so that's okay. And it's it's quite good because it shows you how to use your trimmer as a scoreboard. And I know some people sometimes go, I really don't know what I'm doing. So I'm going to put my blade out the way. So we're going to score. I nearly went to 2.5 inches. It's 2.5 centimeters, so it's probably easier to go this way because this goes up to almost 5 centimeters. So if we go out there to 2.5, like so, and score out there, 2.5, and score, which is almost an inch, but not close enough to an inch for me to have done it in an inch. So yeah, it's a bit mind-blowing this, me using centimeters. So there we go. And this one is scored at 4 centimeters, so we're going to go this side for this. So is it 4? Is it 4.5? It's 4. It's 4, Jess. So 4 centimeters on this side, which is a little bit more than 1.5 inches. Inches to centimeters don't convert. So I mean, I did used to put both inches and centimeters on my blog, but it's just too difficult, and sometimes I literally had to make a second prototype I don't always make prototypes, but I would have definitely had to have made one to do centimetres, and I just haven't got the time to do that, so it's just not happening. That doesn't look like it's, I need to go over that score line. It's not deep enough for me to see. There we go. So that's that bit. I can put my trimmer away now. When I first was designing this, I wanted to do a reinforced lid with this, and then I cut it wrong, and then I made it up and I went, actually it's all right, don't really need it to be reinforced, it'll work without. So that's the base, that's the lid. So pretty. I'm not a pink fan, as you will know, but this is quite pretty. I do like it with the foil in. Okay, so I'm going to make the base up first. I like to make the lid round the base. So I'm going to use my long scissors. So I just cut up a straight line and notch the corner. Cut up the straight line. I like to turn. Do it whichever way you want, but I like to turn. Oh, didn't do that very well. There we go. To be fair, not done that very well either. There we go. So I'm going the other side of the score line. There we go. And then I like to turn it to notch those ones because I just cut better that way. There we go. That was where I decided I hadn't cut right. And then nearly fluffed it up. There we go. Is that them all? Yeah, that's them all. There we go. Exactly the same principle on the lid. All the way around. These sort of boxes, quite straightforward. I just did a little bit something different with the decorating and the closure, and I probably am going to do a little extra step on this one, which I got the idea. I made some matching cards, which I am going to be doing later on live on my Facebook group later on. Well, not mine, the one I have with Jill. Me and Jill live this afternoon, so I'm going to make some matching cards with this. So do join us. If you're not members, do request, and we'll add you. We do a challenge. So we do live first Saturday of every month, 2 o'clock UK time, and we always do a draw for the challenge. So the challenge runs from one live to the other. I might have put a little bit too much on there. Oh dear, got distracted by thoughts. Yes, nothing else, just thoughts. There we go. Right, so stick these up together. So a nice size box. I haven't normally, or often, I'll make a box or a gift bag to fit something, but I just made this to fit the size of the die for change. But you could get loads in this gift box. Often my gift boxes that I make, they sort of sit in my room, and then when we need one for a present, it's like, oh yeah, I've got the perfect one. I've got a couple of little nieces. They're a bit girly, so these work. To be fair, I've got a big niece who's a bit girly. I have a fully grown up niece who is in fact a grandma, and then I've got little nieces who are still at primary school. So yeah, so that is the base of the box. And then I like to build my lid around the base of the box so that you know you're going to get a nice snug fit. And I was a little bit working out of my comfort zone, because when I do inches, I make the lid an 1/8 of an inch, a 16th rather. I do a 16th difference, and it was like, I didn't think 1 millimetre was quite enough, so I kind of went about 2 millimetres, and probably somewhere in between would have been better. But I've designed the ribbon closure so it doesn't matter if it's slightly baggy. On my original box, it's well baggy because I actually cut it wrong. So it is quite baggy, but you wouldn't know because of the way I've put the ribbon round. So that's that. So if we go around the base, so fold that in. Makes a nice 90-degree angle there. And then fold that one in. Fold that in as we fold that one in. This is why I like Tombow. You've got a little bit of wigglage. There we go. And that gives us a nice fit. If you make your lid in isolation, that's how sometimes it might not fit. It's not as snug as I would normally make. As I say, I wasn't sure when it came to the how much what smidge to take off. I wasn't sure when it came to millimetres. So there is a little bit of room there, but it's absolutely fine. Okay, so that's our lid. So now we need to do the die cutting to decorate. I'm thinking I could actually probably use my wee one on this. I'm not sure actually. Is that just a tad too wide, or will it do it? Oh, it will do it. I do like to angle if I'm doing a square, although it's not fully a square, but usually when you've got straight edges, like if you were using the stitch rectangles or whatever, I like to put it in on an angle. But we'll run with this and see what happens. I might run back. I don't normally, but I might run back with this one just to make sure. Sometimes when it's a straight edge and you go straight in, it doesn't necessarily cut. There we go, that's cut. That's cut nicely. I'm quite happy with that. There we go. Just love that die. And then that fits on my lid beautifully with a lovely margin round. That is why we went for it. So, and then we put this little one on the middle as well. Coming back's just easier. So then that sits in the middle there quite nicely. And then my little thought is I was thinking it might need something, because I was thinking you could put a message on there, but I thought, because if I do end up giving this to a niece. I was thinking a little bit of that might just be what it needs. So I'm going to just cut that a little bit. So I've got a little scrap. I might change my mind, but going for it. So I'm going to use a little bit of this. So I'm going to use the straight edge there, put a bit of that through. If I don't use it on this, I'll use it for my card later on. I have gathered them up on washi tape to stick down and use. So take a little bit of washi tape, stick it over that, pull them up, then they can get stuck down on a card. There you go. Just going to stick it up here, and I might use it in a future project, but we're just using that bit for now. So what I'm going to do with that, get this out of the way, is just trim it. Ooh, that's my lid and my pokey going. Right, I'm going to get my little guillotine. Ooh, everything going for a Burton. So that's quite a nice little straight edge on there. So we're going to have a little gander to where we might do it on the other side. I'm eyeballing it, judging where's straight, seeing what that looks like. I think that works quite well. I may or may not use it, but it's cut out now. I've got it. If I want it, I'll use it in something if I don't use it in this. So I am going to just stick this directly down on top. Take the lid off, turn it upside down. Make sure that that's nicely adhered. And then we're going to get our ribbon. So put the gold on the inside. So there's our ribbon, and I'm going to attach the ribbon to the lid, only to the lid, and then we're going to tie it so that it comes off. If I show you on this, it's not attached anywhere else, it's just attached under the lid. Clever, eh? So it doesn't matter if your lid's a bit baggy, it works. And then just tie a bow there to fasten on the side. This ribbon is well old. This was a celebration, I think. I think you got a 2-pack. I think you got this and silver. I think this is Sweet Sugar Plum. It shows how old it is, but I thought it went quite well. So I'll have 2 pink boxes, so 2 nieces might be happy. There we go. That's how I did that. So I could have took some notice of how big it was, couldn't I? So let's see. Tie a little bow on the side. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna hope that's enough, because I can't actually do it whilst it's attached. So let's do that. I'm going to twist that ever so slightly so that that goes around like that, so that the smooth end comes through. Done it upside down, but it's more to judge if it's the right amount. Yeah, that will be enough ribbon for me to bow. Right, so I'm gonna put a bit tear and tape, I think, onto that ribbon, called tear and tape because it's tape and you tear it. So going for the center, pull it off, comes off, it's easy lift, which is what you want. Stick that over, there we go. And then I'm going to pop this up on some dimensionals. So we'll stick that on there so it goes all the way across. I think that's quite handy. I think I might use these, look, even the offcuts of when you've used your alphabet die, says Jez, can be used. So that will straddle the ribbon, keep it in place. There we go, that'll do. So don't need you anymore, I might use you in a sec when I decide what I'm doing. So let's take the top of these off. There we go. So judging that, eyeballing it to be centre, like so. And then I'll get this ribbon tied. Talk amongst yourselves. I have to sort myself out. Don't know what I'm doing. There we go. So don't really want that twisting. There we go. There we go. That'll do nicely. That one there. That one there. That put through the back. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. Get it, get it, get it. It's there. Where are you? You're there. Go, go, go. Yay. got there. Now I need to fiddle. Need a fiddle and not twist. There we go. And then we've got our little XOXO, or X heart, so I might just stick that on the top. So what I'm going to do is going to go like so. I'm going to do a little flagged end. Toots rubbish there. So just go up a little bit in the middle and then come in from the corners up to the top of that. So you get your little flagged ends. Bit rubbish. And then that's that one there. So you're kind of sending a bit of love on the top there without actually writing a message as such. Okay, I need to fiddle with that ribbon a bit. I'm not happy with it. And so I'll just pop a little bit of glue on here. Aiming it in the middle. I hadn't glued it down properly till I started fiddling. There we go. Give it a second, Jez. Have a bit of patience. Don't have much of that. There we go. So that's my wee box. So want to cut my tails like so. There we have it. So that is it in Blushing Bride, and that's it in a Rococo Rose. One with a topper decoration, one without. So there we go. Hope you liked that. Hope you'll go and get yourself a bargain off the clearance rack, whether it's this paper or something else. And yeah, so if you want to join me for some live crafting at 2, it will be in Come Crafting with Jill and Jez. Find us on Facebook, and we'll be doing some more crafting and a bit of crafty banter. The video will be up on YouTube afterwards as well, so you can check it out there. So yeah, I will link to my blog post down below, and then that'll be on the blog hop, so go and check out what Verity, Heather and Jill have made as well. Thanks for joining me.